Well, driving and working again tonight. Um, but I definitely have not been focusing on the positives as much as I should be, or as focused on how good things are and how lucky I am. And I said that I would focus before I left on being more positive, and somehow I've and focusing on the right things when I'm commenting and sort of creating my life through these comments. And somehow I let that slip away pretty quickly with all the hiccups and ups and downs that have happened just as circumstance of making this decision and coming along. I did make a post earlier that I'm going to try and do some shorts with, just to practice doing that, but I did think it was important, especially since I have not much else to do right now, to put some more effort into correcting how I'm thinking and talking and presenting myself to myself. Life is good. Things are good. I am lucky. I'm fortunate. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I'm still stable and functioning, as much as it's not easy and it's not just as accessible as it is in the training on the beach and in this unobstructed, healthy setting, to be more grateful. I have a ton of things to be positive about, no matter what the outcome of any of this is. Like, I very realistically could lose a bunch of money. I very realistically could come out of this scenario not any farther ahead. I very realistically could come out of this scenario in a worse place than when I left. But one of the interesting side effects of seeing and experiencing something as positive as I have, as far as a change in life and a change in outlook and a change in direction, and just having the internals of my brain rewired to some extent, is that it's actually very hard to unsee that and unknow that. And so at this point, I'm very aware of how healthy and happy I was in that scenario. And I am aware that I'm able to do that, and that life is an option for me. And so I can't really shut that off. And so in this scenario, I'm aware that I'm currently not there, but I do actually have the knowledge that not everything that I choose and not every life option is just going to end in me being miserable. And from there, I have the ability to build on that and grow on that and make more of that. And so it's like doing something very small and learning how to make $50 from some skill. It's once you have proof of concept, it's scalable from there to a certain extent. And so I know a life scenario that I can make work and that works for me. And so now I can build around that. I can work at building things into that life that work for me, and I can work to find a way to make money and have relationships and have connection, and I can bring all these things in to a thing that works, as opposed to having a thing that doesn't work and trying to bring these things that I want in to try and fix that it doesn't work. And this has been like a real struggle for me. It's like puzzle pieces that just don't fit together. Like I'm trying to build a life that doesn't work for me, and I'm trying to drag all of these things that I want into it and jam them together so that it sort of makes something that looks like a puzzle. And it's just ended up as a painful mess every time. And so now I have the border of the puzzle built, and I can figure out how to put all the pieces in and build something that looks how it's supposed to look on the box. That's not a great analogy, but I'm trying, and I'm driving, so that means I'm slack. It is what it is. I am grateful. I am happy. Even on the hard days, it's not nearly as hard as it ever was, because there was no end in sight to the suffering that I used to live. And so the only thing was numbing it and blocking it out. And so even on the bad days, there's an end, because I know where the solution is. I already have the answer. So it doesn't make the bad days that bad. And they're still really bad days. I like, being inside my head is not a fun place. There's a lot of awful things that happen in there. And I really, really struggle with the thoughts that get conjured up, and I have a lot of internal conflict about all kinds of things in my life, and I make a lot of situations worse than they need to be. But yeah, the point is, I'm still here, I'm still alive, life is good, could be better, but it's been a lot worse, and it's not that. And I have a job, so before I was unemployed and near homeless in my apartment. That's a little bit of a dramatic exaggeration, but we're technically moving up in the world. All right. I will try to get this out.